Hello my friends and welcome to the new moon solar eclipse in Leo that is happening right now, and this is the third eclipse in a row we have experienced in the last month. It all began in the middle of July with the new moon we had there, then with the full moon we had another eclipse, and then another one today, the last one of this series. This is in Leo, so it's all about the heart energy, our inner power, the light that we shine in the world, our embodiment of the truest self that dwells within ourselves. And when a solar eclipse unfolds, basically the sun, the moon and the earth are aligned. Today it is not a total solar eclipse, so they are almost aligned. However, part of the earth will be able to see it, and what happens is that we see the sun to become dark for the area covered by the moon. So when we have a new moon, it is the beginning of a new cycle, and this also means that sun and moon are conjunct. They are together in the very same position. Today the position is 18 degrees Leo, so my invitation is for you to double check 18 degrees Leo in your natal chart, in your astrological sky, and then you can harness the power of the house where 18 degrees Leo is for you, and exploring that house and the meaning that it has for you. The house, it is simply an area of our own chart that we can explore further. Today I brought with me this stone. This is a black flint that I have chosen on purpose in a place near here, in a place near where I live. It is a sacred place actually, and this stone came to me. I was drawn to it, and then as I was checking the meaning of this stone, I found out that a few of the meanings are actually to raise self-esteem and also to clear the path to get the answers that we are looking for, that we are desiring to receive into our lives. So today I'm going to use this stone as well as a power stone for me as I'm going through the reading for us all. So the reading I'm going through right now, it's a reading for this new moon solar eclipse, and of course this cosmic event will have some ripple effects. It is not just in this very moment. It's something that starts now and then keeps unfolding. So I invite you to connect with your heart as usual and to dive deeper into the reading that I'm sharing with you. Obviously this is a general one. It is to in a certain way to double check the trends of this moment, and of course you can find in the message that I share wherever is suitable for you, wherever makes your heart sing, wherever has a particular effect on you. That is for you and only you. And of course when you desire to dive deeper into a particular topic that is dear to your heart, you can simply book a private reading with me. And for this there is the link just up here where I write the title. Usually I write the title of the live broadcasting. Okay, so let's keep going. I'm going to use the power of this stone to raise my self-esteem, and so to raise the power I'm using right now to share this message with you, and also to clear the path so that I can be a clear conduit for whatever message desires to come up through me to reach you and reach us all. Okay, so the new moon is a time of new beginning. What is it that you feel ready to start anew. So because the new moon and the solar eclipse, it's a conjunction. It is the conjunction between the sun and the moon, so between the light and the darkness. I'm going to ask 3 questions to the cards. So I'm going to ask, which is our point of light? So what is it that we can enlighten more and more, keep enlightening more and more in this new cycle that we are beginning today? Then I'm going to ask, which is the point of darkness? Because where there's light, there is also darkness, and because darkness, it is equally important to discover more sides of ourselves, to harness our power, to dive deeper into who we truly, authentically are. So which is also the point of darkness that we can harness from this eclipse and for this cycle. And then the last question is, how can we blend the light and the darkness within us? How can we blend them so that we can shine our truest light, so that we can embody our deepest power, our deepest potential? How can we blend light and darkness? Okay. The 3 cards are here. So let's dive deeper into the first card, into the light, which is the point of light. And the card is an orange card, so we activate the sacral chakra and we activate creativity within us, the power of creation. It is this part in our body just below the navel, and this card is fertility. And it says, we are the fertile ground that develops life. Let's honor our creative source. Here it is. So as you can see, this card is just the image of an egg and the sperm who are going to fertilize the egg. Obviously, in millions of sperms, only one will be the most powerful one, able to enter the egg, fertilize it, and develop life through this process. So we are a fertile ground. I invite you to dive deep within you and to imagine all the cells, all the blood, all the water, all the organs, all the veins, everything that is allowing your living system to keep living, to keep developing, to keep learning, to keep growing, to keep expanding. So we are a magical and fertile ground. And this can be in regards of other humans, of course, when we create life, when we create life from our body by conjuncting a man and a woman together, the sun and the moon create, this conjunction creates life, because we have this mighty power to create another human being. So it can be in regards of this, it can also be in regards of projects that we are. So when we consider ourselves just as an individual, and we can be the sun or the moon, according if we are a man or a woman, and then we can conjunct with spirit, with higher power, to create wherever we desire, to bring into physical plane our desires. So this is our point of light. It's our power of creation. It's remembering our fertility, remembering that we are a humid, warm soil that is ready to give birth to life, give birth to our projects, give birth to other human beings. So it's an invitation to be creative, to go through the process of creation, the action of creating. When you dive deep within your heart, you will find out what for you means to be creative. which is the process of creation you are called to go through right now. And so let this to be the starting point of this path of creation that will unfold in the next 4 weeks. Let's dive deeper now into the point of darkness, which is our point of darkness. And of course, as the cards always tell the truth, even though when we cannot see it, the truth that is hidden. The card is a black card, and its journey, it's card number 1 of my deck, the Magical Path, and it's the one that begins everything. This card says, walking down our maternity path, let's remember that it is a constantly evolving journey. So, of course, here is the card. This is a walking path. We walk bare feet because it's about being humble and being natural and being wild and being without, external beliefs, but just go through the path with our core essence. And of course, to have the faith, there is, there is a shell here. So this is the symbol of faith, is the symbol of the pilgrim as well. With the shell we can drink, so we can nurture our body, we can nurture our spirit, and we can keep traveling, we can keep journeying. However, the main message of this card is that the journey that we are walking, it's an ever developing one. It's an ever-changing one. And so our point of darkness is the changeability of life, the changeability of our path. And often we do not feel so aligned with changes. Often changes mean difficulties, obstacles, challenges. And so we may feel that we are not ready for this path. We are not ready to keep going. We need assistance, we need help, we need support. And so the point of darkness is exactly this, to harness from this part of vulnerability that we have, that is the one that makes us to see the difficulties, the challenges, and know that each challenge is the opportunity and the possibility for a new transformation. And when we actually remember that life is just continuously changing, because we live in this cosmos, in this universe, in this solar system that is based on changes. Everything is moving. Remembering this can be our points of power. And so we can harness from these concepts our power, the power to keep going, the power to keep moving, the power to believe in changes, because this is what we are made of. We are always different. Each instant we are different. Each morning we are different. Each day we can tell a different story. We can write a different story. We can draw a different story in the canvas of our own life. So let's harness from these changes as an opportunity for expansion, renovation, renewal. Changes as an opportunity to discover our next path. And of course, this is also a black card, so it's all about our inner potential. Let's dive deeper to find the tools that we need. Within ourselves, there are all the answers. And this is not just a quote, this is a universal truth. And of course, within ourselves, within each one of us, there is a unique truth. And so the invitation is to go there, to keep changing, to keep walking, to keep discovering and exploring. So how can we now blend these two cards, fertility and journey? they are already linked, because what they say basically is that we are fertile, we have this power of creation, and just we are called to remember that as we are creating, we are also evolving, we are also changing. So these are perfectly in line. How can we blend them even more to harness even more from their power? Let's see the last card. It's violet card, so we travel towards the higher chakras, the chakra of the crown, and there is connection with divine, connection with spirit guides, with ancestors, with angels, with wherever jewels all around us in a ethereal dimension. This card is purpose, and it says there is a soul purpose in your pregnancy. You are pregnant for a reason. So obviously we are talking about fertility, and so fertility means pregnancy. Whether it is of a human being or of a project, we can all be pregnant. So this card is telling us that there is a subtle, deeper purpose in wherever we are going through this creation process, this process of being fertile, of bringing our desires from an ethereal plane into our heart, into physical plane, into our three-dimensional reality. So there is a purpose of your soul, our soul, the soul of each one of us is going through this path for a very specific purpose. There is a very specific why, because we are traveling this life path, because we are evolving, because we are changing. There is a purpose. So wherever we are going through this, let me show you the cards again. Wherever we are going through along this path, this has a meaning. We may not be able to see it right now, or however, we can be able to see it, and we can feel ourselves fully into our purpose. Actually, the cards are all three upright cards, so we may feel that we are living our purpose, or at least we may feel we are almost there, so that we are on the right path anyway. So wherever we are going through, there is a very specific why. And it may appear even more clear as we proceed along the path, as we trust the changeability of life, as we dive deeper into our creation power, and we keep knowing within our heart that there is a higher why, because we are going through all this. So this is how we can blend the two cards, how we can blend our point of light, that is our creation power, together with our point of darkness, that is our vulnerability in front of the changeability of life. We can blend these two forces, light and darkness, by knowing within ourselves that we are going through all this for a purpose, that we are here for a higher purpose, and we can find more support and more guidance along the way by connection, by connecting with the higher realms, wherever they can mean for you, you are watching right now. So this is the reading for this new moon solar eclipse. I truly felt that my black flint helped me, assisted me along this reading that I share with you. So today it's a moment of conjunction. Let's blend together our lights and our darknesses so that we can be even more powerful in the blending, even more grounded and more connected with spirit at the same time. So what does this new moon mean for you? You only know. Again, this is happening in 18 degrees Leo. Go and check your natal chart in 18 degrees Leo, and see in which house it unfolds. So, wherever the house, take advantage of the main character of that house to know in which area of your life you can work more in this cycle, so that you can see your desires to come to fruition. And if you don't have your natal chart, if you don't know anything about astrology, if you feel disaligned with astrology, just tap into your heart center and listen to your heart. You can simply put a hand on your chest where your heart is, physically feeling the beat of your heart, and stay in silence to receive the answers, to receive the messages that are there for you and only you. And with this, let's take a deep breath. Let's harmonize the lights and the darknesses into ourselves, and let's move forward along this new lunar cycle with all our power. Many blessings, many moon blessings, many solar eclipse blessings. Take care of yourself and stay tuned. See you very soon. Much love.